What's up guys, I'm back at YouTube video. Now today's video guys, I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite suits from Iron Man. Now hopefully I get to editing this video. So I'm going to put after this video I'm going to put after this video I'm going to edit a couple photos of the Iron Man suits that I'm going to call out. I love the Iron Man series. Iron Man is basically my favorite superhero. He just always finds these new suits and everything. He never runs out of ideas. This guy honestly knows what he's doing. Even if his first suit was scrappy and everything, think about it. He was in a cave and look at all what he made. So let's get on. At number 10, we have the Hulkbuster. So, Hulkbuster was a suit that you saw in Avengers Age of Ultron. And I actually like the suit. I do not get interest in most of Iron Man's big suits that, people make. Like in the first movie, they made that big version of Mark 1. I didn't like that suit that much. It looked a little scrappy. But this is one of the big Iron Man suits that actually impresses me a little bit. I like this suit. Honestly, it's good for taking out big things, groups of people, and, getting the job done faster. So he used this to knock out Hulk. That's why it's called the Hulkbuster. And you saw him, he was just bashing, Hulk with the thing. And he eventually did knock out Hulk. In fact, I think he then woke up. So this is an okay suit. Like I said, I generally don't like all the big suits from Iron Man. But I like the design of the suit. I think it matched with Mark 43 or something. It was supposed to match with it, but in a bigger version. And this is an okay suit. I love how it just bashes the enemies so much. This is good for taking out big groups of people. And let's move on to number 9. So at number 9, let's do Mark 3. Now, I know this is just one of those original suits that you had from Iron Man, but everybody was waiting for this suit. Obviously the comics came first, and everybody in the first movie is like, oh, where's the suit's gonna come? Where's the suit gonna come? And you finally got Mark 3, the very original suit. I mean, it's not the original suit, but it's the suit you mostly see, in color version. But this was the first suit that came out in red and yellow, and most of the time he makes the suits red and yellow. And yeah, this was a great suit for the first time, honestly. I think it was a lot better than the Hulkbuster. I love the suit. You got to see in the first movie, he tried out this suit. He's like, yeah, put a little hot red on it and everything. And then he finally tested out the suit. He went to the cave that he was trapped in, saved everybody, and did some dangerous things. He almost got hit by a missile, a tank cannon. And this suit, this was a great suit for the first time, bringing out one of his original suits. Because, obviously Mark 2 didn't show as much gadgets and stuff as Mark 3 did. You got to see him shooting out the missile. You got to see the darts, shooting out groups of people, which I thought was awesome because, what's good about those darts is, so you can be more careful of who you're shooting at. Because you can target all the people that you want to shoot at, and then it'll go like that. And yeah, this was a greatly designed suit. The only thing to say about this suit is that the core, I do not generally like the circle core, I like the triangle core better. But this was an amazing suit for the first time. So at number 8, let's do Mark 6. So as we know, Mark 6 was a little different because he changed the core. Now, not just the looks that affect the core, but a true fact is that the triangle core is actually stronger than the circle core. You could see him use that core, and he was using it as a laser and everything. So I think this is where the whole bashing out of his core thing came in. This suit was just better because the core, it generally is more powerful than the circle core that you always see. I love this. I love this suit. It looked slightly better than Mark III because it was just updated, better upgrades. You saw this suit in Iron Man 2 when at the end of the movie when he was going to fight Whiplash and he came in and everything. And you could see the new gadgets that he put on the suit. He put on those lasers and just all these new gadgets and like always the original gadget in the middle. So yeah, that was Mark 6. Not much to say about it, but let's move on. At number 7, Mark 25. So Mark 25 is another one of those suits that's great for taking out groups of people. Now, if you watched Iron Man 3 and you would have saw this robot, it'll be on the screen. It killed Killian's people when he was going on the trail thing, and he just bashed the floor, and then they just went flying and everything. I think this is an amazing suit for just bashing your enemy in the air. And it was a pretty good designed suit. I wouldn't say it was terribly designed. And the arms just look awesome. They just look amazing. So Mark 25 wasn't a ripoff at all. This is actually a really, really, really good suit. I just loved to see the action of the suit bashing those Killian's people down. And this was just a great suit for taking out groups of people. This suit just looks so powerful in a way. So Mark 25, it wasn't that much of a ripoff. It looked amazing. A bunch of suits that Tony Stark, or Iron Man, I guess you can say, that made an Iron Man 3 were very, very good designed. When you see all those suits come in, like everybody just wanted to see all of them. And this is one of the best suits that you got to see. So let's go on to the next one. Next, at number 6, Mark 43. Now, Mark 43 was betterly designed than the regular hot red ones because this suit actually kind of reminded me of Vision from Age of Ultron. And you did see the suit from Age of Ultron. And it looked betterly designed in the red and white because it was more strokey. It wasn't just regular red and white. It was more of a light color. And it looked better. It looked more authentic. This suit somehow didn't look as much metalish than his other suits looked. This more looked of a suit that, well, I guess, he's always wearing suits, but this more looked of kind of a costume than a suit that he would normally wear. And this suit is just very, very greatly designed. It's almost like it camouflages as something else. And I love this suit. Obviously, you guys all know there's always new upgrades and everything. But I can say this just looked a lot better than the regular hot red design on it. It looked more authentic with the strokes of red. You could tell the differences. It looked better. With just the design of the color on it looked a lot better than the regular red and yellow. So let's go on to the next one, number 5. And number 5, Mark 42. So Mark 42 was introduced into Iron Man 3, probably the first suit that you got introduced. And Iron Man was always calling the suit the prodigal son because I'm not very sure, but this is one of his latest suits, and this is basically the baby brother. This suit is basically the baby brother of all the suits, and I love this suit. It was more Christmassy designed than the regular red and yellow, once again, and I think it looked a lot better than Mark 43 itself. And another upgrade on the suit is that if he used some kind of signal to the suit, the pieces of the suit would come flying to him. So he could basically get the suit whenever he really wanted. The suit didn't have to, well, I guess it is coded to him, but you know what I mean. The suit, it just came out when you want it to come. And honestly, that upgrade really, really did make me impressed. I love that upgrade. And this is basically the suit that you see most of the time in Iron Man 3. I loved it because the new upgrade where, if he brings that signal, that suit comes. And it's just great timing for that suit. It did take a while for the suit to come sometimes. But, because he had to say faster, faster, faster. But if it goes too fast, that's the only problem with it is the timing for the things that come. But this was just a way betterly designed suit than Mark 43. Mark 43 didn't have as much upgrades, but I'm still going to give it credit. So let's move on to number 4. Number 4, I'm going to pull up Mark 7. Now, we all know Mark 7, and you see it in the first Avengers movie when Loki throws him out of the building, and then the suit bashes out of the window and comes to save him with his little band on here that scans it, and then it comes onto his suit. So this suit is basically a good suit for safety reasons. If you're not wearing a suit and you need it to come out like immediately, and you're in serious trouble, this is a good suit for that. Same with Mark 42, but like I said, the timing reasons. But this suit comes out right away, all the pieces, and that's why this is generally better timing suit than Mark 42 is. He did have a lot of problems with Mark 42 coming out. But Mark 7 was it was a way better safety reason than Mark 42 was. I like the design of it. Like, when it came out, it looked really awesome. Even though it still has the circle core, I get that, but I still loved the suit. It looked amazing. So yeah, that's about it to say about Mark 7. So let's go on to number 3. Number 3, Mark 2. Now, this was the first suit that came out with the entire suit we know today. So you saw him testing the suit because when he got to safety, when he finally got back home and he was captured in the caves, he started working on the suit immediately. And you saw him test it a couple times, like day 11 and everything. And he finally finally got really good confidence to start riding the suit. Now, the only bad thing about the suit is that you didn't get to see all the gadgets propelled on it. But on Iron Man 2, you do actually get to see the suit. But you still don't get to see the gadgets or anything. You just, see him bashing and the hand thing. Normal stuff like that. And then it just changes right into War Machine, but he did get it back. War Machine was a little aggressive. But Mark 2 was just a suit that you knew you were going to see. You wanted to see betterly designed than and I love the suit. The silver color really looked really good. Sometimes platinum color just looks amazing on some suits. And Mark 2, the only thing that throws it off is you didn't get to see the full gadget. I mean, you got to see him fly in the air. And the good thing about this suit is it can take a lot of thrust power. Because you saw him try to go to the moon and everything. And that was some amazing stuff right there. So let's go on to number 2. At number 2, Mark 1. So everybody was waiting for a suit to come in about a half hour into the movie, maybe 45 minutes. You got to see the suit come in. And the suit up for this suit was just amazing. I mean, you got to see them putting him on, and then he just bashes through the door, and he looks like a beast coming out, killing all those people from the cave. And I love this suit. It looks awesome. I think the masks look better than just the regular masks that you usually see. The masks look really, really cool. And even though the suit wasn't the bestly designed, it isn't like high-tech or anything, this is still a good suit for the first time. You got to think, though. He was in a cave with a box of scraps, and he managed to make a suit that is still creditable enough. Like, this is a 6 out of a 10 suit for all of his suits. I love the suit. And then you saw him come out in the daylight, and he brings out of those flamethrowers. I think this is one of the only suits that has the flamethrower thing. But yeah, I love the design. The gadgets were different. You know, they weren't old school, or they aren't like normal. They were old school kind of gadgets. So let's go on to the next one. Finally, at number 1, Mark V. Now, I'm going to just do a quick thing for this. Mark V, I love Mark V, especially the suit up scene. This is a good suit for if someone else has this, you know, they can just throw it out. I know it doesn't have that good of timing, but I loved how the suit was disguised as a suitcase. That just looked awesome. And when he suited up, like, it just all came together. And the plasma shooters for this thing is amazing. And there's nothing bad to say about the suit. I love the design. It's like silver and red. And the suit up scene, I loved. The plasma shooters are better than the regular ones, I'm supposing. And this suit can take damage, I will say. When you saw Whiplash throw those electric things on, this suit did take the damage from that. Well, it didn't take the damage, but this suit can take damage. So that's all to say for today for all the suits. So like or subscribe, guys, and hopefully I can get editing in this video. And peace.